Tonight's episode of Family Night at the Emporium is brought to you once again by Diet Water. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. And whether you're slowly cruising into the autumn season or if you're like some preparing to go to Gen Con this weekend, make sure you stay hydrated. And the best way to do that is with a product that has all that great water taste, but still only half of those dreaded water calories. The one, the only, Diet Water. This product's only available in stores where it's sold. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are time zone wise on this island Earth. This is Kentucky Hawkeye, KY Hawkeye, your host here on Hawkeye's Old Time Gaming Emporium. It is family night once again, so I have my lovely daughter Bonnie here with me tonight again. And we are going to delve further into the mystery that is the return of the Obra Dinn. I apologize for the shirt. I got dressed today and forgot that this is a dark green plaid, so that's going to be messing with the chroma key stuff and everything. So once we get into the game, it'll be a little bit less stressful on the eyes, so I apologize for that ahead of time.
That's a ghost. He's a ghost.
So
we've had mermaids, we've had squid, we've had crabs, now we have a ghost.
Yeah, now. So we're gonna go. Let's go ahead and get right into it here. I'd say we're probably about 2/3 of the way through at this point.
At least.
Yeah.
Because at this point, the biggest mysteries are our Chinese top men, who we can't distinguish from each other, and what the heck happens in the bargain.
Yep. So, without any further ado, because she used all the ado making dinner last night, let's go ahead and get things going. And that would help if I actually did something strange like open the game. All right, can you still hear it?
Yes, I can.
All right, I can hear,
Sound
she can
good.
hear. Hopefully you all can hear as well. Actually, I better double check something here real quick. I better turn the desktop audio on. Actually, I'm going to do something a little bit funky here.
Okay.
Wild and crazy here. Here we go. All right, cool. What I'm going to do then is, let's move this. We can move this back over here now. Bring the game back up. How loud is the game to you?
A bit too loud.
A bit too loud. That's what I thought as well. All right, I need to crank this game sound down just a tad here.
Yeah. Better.
Better?
Let us begin. On the good ship, Obra Dinn.
Well, there's no thing here for sound.
Actually, there was.
Was there?
Yeah. Settings, audio volume, second from the beginning.
There it is. Oh, here we go.
Sure.
All right.
48 fates solved, so that's more like 3/4 because there are, after all, 60 souls lost. Okay. So.
All right, now the music's going to go away for us here. Now, I guess, let's open this is where we left off in the book here. But let's go back to the very beginning and see where we are.
Yep, because I know a lot of these early chapters we've got done. We haven't really gone over and scraped the doom yet.
Yeah, do we want to go to the crew list or go through the chapters again?
Well, if we go to the crew list, we have no idea where to start looking.
That's true.
If we go through the chapters, we at least know where we're looking.
All right. Good plan.
Loose cargo.
All right.
Samuel Peters. We finally solved the Peters brothers last time.
Yeah, we took care of the Peters. Now it's the stowaway.
Stowaway.
He's taken care of. He's taken care of. The cow.
Mothermost Fowl.
We solved him.
Yeah.
A week or two. What?
Unknown seaman.
Okay.
And he's one of our Chinese top men.
Yeah, so.
Possibly.
Yeah. We finally figured out who these people were. Pretty much except for that guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep a list of where to find the people we don't know yet.
Good idea.
Calling part 1.
And these 2 souls we identified as well.
Mhm.
The 2 Russians. 2 of the 3 Russians.
Yeah. And we have...
We don't know if that's who that is for sure yet.
Yeah. Because we've bandied about the name of Hamadou Dion a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Between several different possibilities here.
But we haven't had enough people write to accompany him to confirm it anywhere.
We had solved the cook.
And William Wilson.
And Mr. Naples.
Soldiers of the Sea. Unknown topmen.
Alright, here goes the topmen. We have one that was electrocuted.
Soldiers 1.
This guy we were able to identify, Nicholas Botterill.
Mm-hmm. Because it's all over for Nick.
Maurice Gibbs, the carpenter's mate.
Alright.
Here's another one of our topmen.
Soldiers 4. And I'm going to put T on that because we know he's a topman.
That's how we know he's a topman for sure. Charles Hirschtick. The butcher. Davy. Right. We're pretty sure this is Davy Jones. Yeah. He's one of the stewards.
Soldiers 7, and I'm going to put in parentheses S for steward.
So we may not have the name right because we know he was spiked by the beast. So his name might not be correct.
Yeah, we just haven't had enough people confirm.
His monster perished simultaneously with a brave but unfortunate soul. Winston Smith we identified. Alright, here come the Doom. Lars. The artist.
Ibrahim Akbar.
Akbar was crushed by the cannon.
Unknown soul.
Was blasted by the cannon.
Okay, so Doom.
Part 4.
4, and we don't know anything about him.
Right. Okay, there's the chat.
I am writing it down.
Alright. Roderick Anderson was crushed by the cannon. Peter Milroy was blasted by explosion. Mamba was crushed.
Poor Abigail.
Poor Abby was clubbed.
She just wanted her husband.
One of the topmen fell over the board. That one was drowned by the beast. This is a guy we don't have a name for yet for sure. We know he was drowned. Another topman was drowned. And we thought this was Alexander Booth, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah, we really don't.
He's just the one we keep referring to as our circus strongman because that's what he looks like. Clipped right out of the storybooks.
Disappeared times 4.
Ready?
Yeah. Bargain. We don't find anything out about. We have theories for what happens, but we don't have any knowledge.
All right, on the escape, we've got the bosun.
We don't have the key.
Paul Moss. The other Russian.
Spelter.
We got him. We got them. We got Tim. We got the other two ladies taken care of. The surgeon, and we don't know who that guy is. Have we tried flipping the names on these 2 yet?
Good thought.
Because we know they're both dressed as ship stewards.
Yeah.
But nothing's triggering there, so we might flip those around.
Yeah. That could just be what it is.
Yeah.
The end, we know everybody, I think.
All right. William Hoskett, Mr. Brennan, Lewis Walker, Captain Robert Wittrell. Yeah.
And that's the end.
All right. So shall we start with the low-hanging fruit?
Start by swapping the stewards.
Let's try swapping stewards here.
It's not letting us
pull
one.
Now, what was the name that we had on the other one? Davy James,
I think it was Davy James. Right?
So
we're not going to find out until we have
James,
3.
And we keep rewinding till we find the other one. Didn't miss it, did I? No.
No.
This guy.
Yeah.
Nothing, but they may be right. We just don't have a total of 3. Let's run with this for now.
Yeah. Until we have more certainty.
All right.
So it's interesting that out of everyone we've got listed, only 2 of them are actually marked as topmen. which kind of makes sense because the others didn't survive to that point. So we know who we have to check hammock numbers for.
All right, so let's exit the book and go back downstairs. Let's see, to get the hammock numbers, what do we have to go to?
Okay, the two places I remember us being able to find hammock numbers were Bitter Cold number 1 and the Doom number 2.
All right, so let's go to Bitter Cold first then.
Yeah, because but the thing is, I don't know that either of those is going to tell us much for the simple reason of the two top men we know died in Soldiers of the Sea, which is before Doom.
Right.
But Bitter Cold is so early, the only thing that happens before that is the stowaway and Samuel Peters' death.
And we've got those all taken care of.
Yeah, so there's got to be other scenes.
We're probably best to go to the other one then.
Yeah.
Oops, wrong button. So instead of Bitter Cold, we probably want to go to...
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of disappearances in the Doom.
Yeah.
So there's got to be other scenes where we can see the hammocks to help sort out our top men, unless there's another way to sort it out, which I don't know.
Yeah.
But either way, we've got 4 disappearances in the Doom.
All right, so Soldiers of the Sea? Is that where it was?
Yeah. The first one is where our unknown topman gets electrocuted.
All right, and he gets
zapped.
Hang on. And that was... This guy here?
Yeah. We can bookmark him if we want to use that as our tool to track him down. Because we did that a bunch last time, was bookmarking characters and then marching back to see where we found them.
All right, so how do I...
Space, I think?
That's not what I was trying to do, but...
Oh, the book?
Yeah. I was trying to get the book back open. I was hit the wrong button.
Well, we get to see lightning again.
Zap.
Yeah. We found the one guy by his tattoo. Is there any kind of... Well, finding him isn't the problem, is it? It's his identity.
Yeah. Well, process of elimination? With some of the others?
Yeah. Because all of our remaining
there's Maba.
Chinese.
So we don't have to worry about him.
Good old Maba.
Alright, so there we go. It's the E button.
Yeah. Him, who dies later in this... No, he makes it to the Doom, I think. I think he's one of the disappearances in the Doom.
Oh, wrong button. Trying to remember how to get him.
Yeah. So he's got the dark line around his neck and he's bald. So
yeah.
That's how I'm going to try to remember him.
Alright.
Also bald, but doesn't have the dark line, and he's right above the Formosans.
Right.
Is he marked as a top man, or do we have a name for him?
Let me look. Trying to remember the button to push.
Tab, I think.
There we go.
Because Tab seems to be the book.
Yeah, he's a topman. He got clawed.
Yeah, okay, so he's the guy who dies later in this scene.
Yeah, he dies later on. Alright. I was trying to get to...
The gentleman below?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was tricky to get to. Might have been... I think that's our fellow with the turban. Who makes it to Doom. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, so we've already got him identified then, don't we? What?
Back over?
Yeah. So
Only
we don't
blue.
have to worry about him.
Yeah. Just need to figure out a way to tell who you are.
Alright, shall we bookmark him to see where else he shows up?
Yeah. He shows up in 5 places.
First memory, page 14. Perished in where we're at right now.
Alright, so we can go back through the book and see whatever there is to see about this gentleman.
Alright, wrong spot.
Okay,
All right,
so
he
was
shows up here
on the gun deck in Unholy Captives. I wonder if any of these, because these scenes were them carrying the mermaids down to the lazarette, so they kind of walk us through the whole ship.
Mm-hmm.
We might be able to see hammocks at some point when they pass the gun deck.
Yeah. Shall we try it?
Yeah, and this is on the gun deck. So.
All right, so...
Where is Sefton's corpse? Because if we go to Sefton's corpse, then that might give us some hammocks.
All right, he is gun deck between the stairwells here.
Okay. Gun deck between the stairwells.
All right, so exit here?
Yeah. Because that might just get us some hammock numbers.
Yeah. Oh, it's at the end of the...
Or at the very least, it'll give us another place to check for hammock numbers in the future when we need them.
Exactly.
Because that is...
Hey, Gondolar! Glad to have you here with us tonight for our adventures here in the Obra Dinn. Now, is there an open stairway down here?
Looks like it.
Yeah. Why take the long route if we don't have... Besides, we want to be down in this area anyway.
Because I believe that's our man.
I think this is him.
Because this takes place right before, story-wise, the crabs come.
Yeah.
Hammocks, please, hammocks, please, hammocks, please.
Give him tea and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
Mistake!
Take it slow. One tick, gentlemen. There's a free shell here.
Mistake 2.
No, get back.
Number 2, and there we are.
Apparently with mermaids, it's 2 strikes and you're out.
Alright, so...
Somebody's running.
That was him. Nope.
Do we have hammocks available?
Oh, that's right. We're going to look for hammocks.
Because this is the right place, but nothing's hung up. Everything is taken down.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Dang it. I wanted hammocks.
I know.
But is our man anywhere in this scene? Is
That's
he supposed to be?
That's what I'm trying to find. No?
No.
Because he's supposed to be in here somewhere.
Is he one of the people carrying the lower end of the trolley?
Or...
Is he above deck?
Did we do much looking?
I don't remember looking up here
In
during
here?
this stage. That could be him. Not the same guy.
That's the other guy.
That's Lars. The unfortunate.
There's our unknown guy. There he is.
There you are. And that takes us into a different scene.
Oh, these are the 2 guys that got speared.
They got speared at the same
The
time.
interpreter and the other guy. Or one of the guy...
The Formosan and the
Formosan
person
and
trying to interpret.
The guy trying to interpret for him from behind.
Do not use the word shell in the vicinity of the mermaids. You will get stabbed.
Yeah. Alright, so that's where he is here.
Unfortunately.
Clues to identity? Not really.
Well, it's a triple triangle. It's going to be turkey. Ugh. It's going to be turkey. It's not going to be turkey. He's Chinese. Complete opposite sides of the continent.
Alright, so we done in this scene?
Yeah. So that tells us that
Didn't find what we were looking
of the
for.
sea does not have any hammocks.
Alright.
Dang it.
So, I guess go to the next.
Yeah.
Let's see, what
Either
else
we
can-
look further through Soldiers of the Sea to see if hammocks are hung up then. That wouldn't have been taken
Okay.
down because, I mean, they're dead, but it's not
Unholy
like they had
captives.
time.
This is when the guy gets taken.
Yeah.
Whoops. So. And that's where they're located, at the top deck. Maybe the hammocks are up. And we can go down below and see.
I'm gonna say I doubt it, because why would they have taken the time to take the hammocks
Yeah,
down?
that's true. Because you'd only put the hammocks up when you were going to use them. Otherwise, they stayed put away.
I'd say if we're looking for more hammocks, the next best place to look would be during Soldiers of the
All right,
Sea.
so shall we see where he was on this one?
Probably still going to be unloading stuff.
Yeah.
We can see. I mean, anywhere we can find this guy.
Mm-hmm. Whoa!
Whoa!
What happened there? Sorry about that, everyone. That happened out of nowhere. Is it him?
Okay.
We'll find out real quick.
What
No.
the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead
Yeah, we're on the
friends?
right one.
这是虾米？回来的，全部供出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害的较注定无过好，是谁人滚死的啊？你 talk about a shell, very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
What accent is that?
I don't know. Okay. What options do we have? Because
All right, there he is, right there.
there's
Maybe he was the one doing the interpreting.
check the book. Check the book. The book will tell us whether the dead man spoke. You're right.
That's the
Question.
guy who was interpreting.
The person we're looking for is the interpreter. So, yeah. So the guy standing behind him does not have to have any Eastern ancestry.
Right.
That's a key.
Yeah, that'll help us out because that tells us that
Our friend is likely
this guy
East-
here.
is not Eastern.
Yeah.
Or at
So-
least not necessarily
So that
Chinese.
is not him.
So Hamadou
for sure.
Diom doesn't seem to be him.
So it could be him. He could be Alexander Booth.
We just don't know yet. 'Cause, I mean, we
Well-
have him as...
Just for grins and have we had him as Booth before?
I don't think so.
All right, I'm going to move him to Alexander Booth. Oh, that didn't do anything.
I'm gonna... Can we just mark him as unknown? Because I feel
Sure.
like we might look
Unknown
for...
seaman?
Or unknown. Just straight up, we don't know.
Okay.
Because I feel like by guessing some of these names without any real evidence to
Well,
them...
we know he...
Because names that we have confirmed aren't going to show up on here, but I feel like we might not
Well,
be
the only
looking at
names
we don't
the only
know.
names we don't have correct are topmen and seamen.
Yeah.
All
And
the
a cou-
officers and everything else.
Well, we have a couple of officers.
Or at least here on the list here showing to us here. I'm going to mark him as unknown seaman.
Okay.
So bringing us back to him,
Yeah. Because we know he's a topman, we know he's Chinese, so it makes sense for him to be translating.
which means he's going to be one of these.
Okay, so our Chinese topmen are number 38 through 41. I'm
Right.
having to recompose some of my notes for people on the stream because they
Mhm.
disappeared, whether it's because I took them off of Dad's desk and just never brought them down, or they accidentally
Or
got shuffled off
Probably
and tossed
more,
out.
probably more aptly, someone whose name I know better than my own accidentally threw him away.
Whatever happened, whoever is responsible, notes be gone, and I'm
Mhm.
reassembling them.
All right, so
So. Okay. Next memory in which we have this topman.
main deck for the execution.
Okay, yeah, that's probably not going to tell us much. Because we know exactly where he was.
He was one of the people watching.
Okay, next. first memory.
Bitter cold.
He's here. This is one with the cat with the hammocks.
All right. Shall we go
This
check
is one of the ones with hammocks.
Shall we go for it?
Yep.
All right. What? Wrong button.
Because we know he's here. I'm kind of hoping that the other Chinese topmen are just not in their hammocks. Why do I keep forgetting the word hammock?
All right. So
Or
again,
lop deck.
Orlop deck, which is the
Bottom
second
of the
one.
stairs, and this is going to be the guy who's in a body bag.
So this will be the second one, second level down.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Tweak my camera a bit.
Oh.
I'm going to tweak my camera a bit
All
because
right,
I'm getting
now.
cut off.
Let's go through the magic door.
Yeah.
All right. Now.
The magic door with a magic pocket watch on the not so magic ship with magic shells and mer people.
Mhm.
Okay, we want the
Other
other
side.
end of the ship. We want the body bag.
The guy in the body bag, right?
Body bag. Him. Please don't have accidentally grabbed the crap. Good. Stop you cheating.
Saya tu tahu. Aku terpilih.
Okay.
All right, we're looking for 38 through 41.
All right. We're going to do this organized. We're going to start all the way down here.
And I'm going to write down every single number we can see so that we don't have to keep coming back here.
Too bad we can't
see all of them.
on those. 37.
37. What about the one behind it? Can we see the one behind it? Under the blanket?
Trying to get in position to see. Ah. Hang on.
We had it. 42,
42.
which is not one of the ones we want. But the fact that it's in this close proximity to the numbers we want could mean
All right,
something.
now we'll go across here. 36.
36,
39.
39, hello.
40.
40, and I see 41 behind it.
41 behind it. All right, now this going to sound. Here's 59 and 38.
So that accounts for 38, 39, 40, and 41.
All right.
All of the Chinese topmen are right here.
All right, we get the clues we have here.
Our shoes.
Our legs. On one of them, anyway. Okay, we got
That
a
is
sock
a
pattern.
very unique footwear.
Very unique sock pattern there. On 39.
Okay. 40 is white leg,
White tannish leg, regular shoe.
black shoe.
And
41 is
just
just
an outline. Nothing for us to go off of there.
black all.
And nothing for us to see on that angle either.
And
All right.
38,
38.
we really can't
Hang
see,
on.
but light shoes, kind of.
All right. Some
He's
sort of
wearing
white
flats.
sock. And it's a slip-on shoe. Or either that or it's a white boot with some sort of spout
Dark
on it.
slip-ons. Shoes are going to be how we identify our topmen.
Hey, whatever it takes.
Shoes is...
All right. So we don't need any more bunk numbers.
We don't need these four,
Because these are...
because we already
Already.
ID'd them.
We've already counted for
Okay,
those.
what about on... Okay, on the other side of this, what other numbers do we have? Because I don't want to have to keep bopping
58.
back here.
56. 55.
And I think that might be the... Oh, 57.
57. 57, 58. 55, 56, 57, 58.
Okay. And that brings us back to the Russians, who we've all accounted for.
Yeah.
So now
And
I
there's
know
47.
what numbers show up here.
All right, now we need to go back to looking at these top men and look what kind of shoes and pants they've got.
Yep. Because those are 4 very distinguished.
All right, so we're done in here then.
Yeah. We have the information we need to pick these people apart.
Now,
yay!
let's see if we can find the pictures that'll help us corroborate.
Yep. Well, we already know where to look for one of them.
All right, so shall we
I
go?
can't imagine that sock pattern will be hard to spot on broad daylight in the deck.
Yeah.
Back with the interpreter.
All right, so go back to the interpreter scene.
Go back to the interpreter and look for socks.
Because I didn't realize one of the Chinamen was there next
As
to
the
him
interpreter.
as the
Yeah,
interpreter.
I thought that
We
the
thought
guy
it
who
was the guy
died was the
behind.
interpreter.
这是虾米？
Well, that makes it so much easier to try to figure out the other guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now we're not working with wrong information. That has to be in a Chinese accent. It makes...
Mm-hmm.
It fits.
All right,
Wait a minute.
there's our white spatted shoe right there.
Okay, white spatted shoe was dark slip-ons 38.
Is number 38.
And back up for a minute, because I thought I noticed something.
Yeah.
Oh ho 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 ho.
What?
Turn towards the captain. The Formosan was not the target. Shell? What shell? They were going for the captain.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that.
yeah. One shot was going for the captain.
One shot went low. One shot would have hit him in the head if he hadn't ducked.
Yeah. All right, so
These
anyway.
guys are friggin' deadly. I mean, we already know this, but yeesh!
All right.
You are number 38. And we can kind of see it from the picture.
All right, so 38 would make him
Wang
Huang Li.
Li. All right, and that tells us that one or two that
So we know this one for sure is correct.
yeah. So I'm going to write that down and star it because we have straight up evidence. For
Which
this
tells
one.
us that our flip-flop on
The
the
stewards.
stewards wasn't right. Because
Want
if
to
it
flip
was,
them back?
so let's flip them back.
Because it could be that we have one of them wrong, but we know that they're not both right.
All right.
And we deduced this guy by saying
Mm-hmm.
that the mate's stewards would have all been together.
Yeah. And then we need to come back here for the other one. And then
Oh, we
we'll
never actually labeled him.
We'll move him back to Davy James. Okay. All right.
Oh, man. I think we just bopped Davy James back from one to the other
Oh,
and back.
Yeah, we did.
So
do
we
that.
would need
He would be.
Zungi Sathi. And now we go to the other guy.
Yeah. Oops.
And we relabel him Davy James. Okay, so they're not both right.
All
so
right. We know we have their fates right. So we just don't have names right.
We can continue with Chinese Topman.
Okay, let's go back to the Topman then for now.
Because them, we know what we're looking for at least.
All right, so Topman. Go with this guy next.
Sure.
Bookmark him.
Because that's the guy who dies in Soldiers of the Sea 4, I want to say.
All right, so he's supposedly in this shot here as well. So
we just need to find him.
yeah.
That was our strong man, I think. Don't think so. Could be one of the people on the roundabout. Oh, no.
That's the Circus Strong guy.
I think that's Lars. Who high is he? Should we just start hitting E on people and see if we overlook something? So that's Henry Evans, and I think that's...
Nope. Nope. Nope, because he's got hair.
'cause that's Peters.
Nope. Nose is wrong and everything.
I don't see anybody.
All right. Let's
Check a different scene.
Yeah, let's leave this scene. And then we'll double check to make sure that the bookmark actually held.
Yeah.
I all of a sudden got this weird feeling. All right.
Let's check the book.
All right.
Oh, yeah, there's no bookmark here. It's just the tabs.
Yeah, it's just
He's
the
not
tabs.
here.
It didn't take. So.
Oh, it took. Because the last guy was here.
It's just not.
It's just not a scene that's bookmarked.
Like
He's
this.
here.
Okay.
Here we'll find him.
Let's double check.
There
There
he
he
is.
is. All right. We know he's here. And this is down. So he would have been up above, or that could be up above or down below.
Well, let's hit the map.
Hang on. Whoops. All right.
Gun deck.
Gun deck.
Between the stairs.
Back where we were before.
Yep. We just keep bouncing around to a couple of useful scenes.
Yeah. Well, I knew we'd be doing this quite a bit. Nope, I was on the right one. Path of the right one.
Yeah, because they march us straight down through here, and there's our man.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I am going to skip all the talk. Now he is probably
Probably up here.
up here. I thought I remembered catching him up here.
Is that you?
And I comprise a solid meal, boys.
Take it slow.
What's it, gentlemen?
Different guy.
Pretty shabby, eh?
But this guy has the black shoes, so if he's one of our top men, well, we can ID him.
All right.
Is that him? That is the other guy.
That's the other guy.
That's the interpreter. Maybe he is down below. There you are. Shoeses. Got us at a hard angle. That might be the sock pattern.
Yeah, might be.
I kind of want better lighting.
All right, let's go for another picture.
Okay. A different memory?
Yeah. Let's go to another one.
Because if it's the sock pattern, then that makes him 39.
Yeah.
And it will be a way to tell if any of our guesses,
Yeah.
anything, anywhere is right.
Mhm.
Because if so, we got it.
All right. Oh, I want the book. So we want go
The
this.
next scene.
Which direction do you want to go? Forward or backward in time?
Well, I don't know which one will get us better lighting, so could be either.
All right, let's go this way.
All the way back to Bitter Cold. That does not help. We already saw him.
Okay.
So we need to go forward.
The electrocution scene.
That should give us decent lighting.
Should.
Shoeses and newses and all sorts
All
of
right.
oozes.
And it's
Somewhere on this.
convenient. Right here.
These abominable cruises.
Yep. We don't need the sound.
We just need the shoes. Light
Bingo,
shoes.
right there.
So that person has light shoes. Let's get his picture. Yep, he is light shoes, which is... we already identified the slip-ons. So what we have left is the socks,
Yeah.
the
this is
all
the,
black,
this
and the
is-
white leg black shoe.
This is the socks guy. look at the pattern.
Yep, that's the socks.
All right.
Sock. He's
So-
39.
Okay. He's the one who got bookmarked.
Yep.
Zai Zhang.
Let's back out.
All right, and while we're here,
And it should have given us a confirmation and didn't, which tells us that all of our guesses are wrong.
all right, now this guy, did we have one that was
Let's pull him up.
light pants?
Yes, we did. We had black all and we had white leg black shoe. So he is white leg black shoe. He's number 40.
Okay.
Okay. So something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
Try 41, because that one was in the dark.
All right, let's try again.
Yeah,
Now,
'cause 41
our
was
guesses
all-
are correct. It should be the three Chinamen.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. Yes. So that means
That every guess we've got right now is wrong.
all the other guesses are wrong, and it tells us who the other Chinaman is.
Yes.
Because we've got 3 out of the 4.
Okay. So Soldiers 4 was he was the socks.
Yeah.
Number 39. And we just identified 41,
Mm-hmm.
which you kind of called that out correctly when I didn't, because the white leg with the black shoe was number 40, and you called out the black all as being an outline that we couldn't identify,
Right.
and I just wrote it down as solid black.
Nope, that's not him.
Our other Chinamen might not have survived this far.
That's true. All right. Hang on. Wrong button.
Because one of them was a disappearance in the Doom.
That's right. That's right.
And that's the one we identified. So the other Chinaman didn't make it this far, I think.
All right. So let us get to
The
our
other
big-
Chinaman didn't make it this far, so when did he die?
Well, that's what here. Let's do this the smart way here.
We only have 2 disappearances before this, Unholy Captives and The Calling.
All right. So
He's
let's-
our missing person in
so
The Calling.
who's the Chinaman that we don't have? Is it this guy? No, that's
I don't
we
know.
have him as a Seaman. But that could be. Now who we need a topman that we've not identified.
Yeah. Okay, here's my list of people who have died that we haven't accounted for. Calling 1, Unholy Captives, Soldiers we've dealt with,
Mhm.
Soldiers 7, in which case he would have been in the scene we just looked at.
Yeah.
Which means we're either looking at the guy who died in The Calling or the guy who died in Unholy Captives.
All
I'm
right.
betting he's that one guy in Unholy Captives who we've had so much
All right, shall we
dang
go there?
trouble identifying.
All right, let's go there.
Or no, not Unholy Captives. Calling 1. Sorry, I'm confusing the scenes.
Alright.
I'm thinking Unholy Captives is when they're all on the individual longboats and
Okay,
they're going out.
which one are you talking about? The Calling or the Unholy Captives?
The Calling is when they're all in the boats and they have
Right.
the cabinet, right?
Right.
Yeah, that first guy who dies, we just can't identify him.
Yeah.
Because the guy who dies in Unholy Captives is the guy behind the Formosan, who we
This
have
guy
had
here.
trouble with. Yes.
And he's dressed similar to the other topman.
he's got the Mandarin collar.
Yeah. So do we want to go for it?
Yes, I think we do. Because we know that every guess we got here is wrong. But he might be.
Okay.
Which, I guess. Should we keep an eye for what guesses we have right now so that we know they're all wrong and we don't guess them again?
Yeah.
New
All right.
page.
All right. So and we'll do it with the one we just currently did.
Yeah. Li Hong, we just put down so we don't know whether that's true or not.
Correct.
So we keep going through every guess we've got.
All right. Now
We've-
this guy.
We don't know. We didn't have a guess in for
No,
him.
we don't have a guess in for him at all.
So I can write down just not so and
Yeah,
so.
let's get the ones that we. Yeah, I see what you're doing now. Let's get the ones that we know that are wrong.
So we know that Soldiers of the Sea, Part 7,
Mm-hmm.
not
We know it's not Davy Jones.
Davy
James. Why do we keep wanting to say Davy Jones?
Because Davy Jones sees stuff, you know.
And Davy Jones from the Monkeys.
Yeah. Same logic.
Yeah. All right.
We know he's not Davy James.
And it's no, we don't know. We don't know for sure because we may not have had enough right. We don't know if he's with the other guy either. We don't know if we're wrong on either of the stewards.
We had the stewards down when we had 2 top men correct. It was the third one that we had wrong and had to change. The first 2 we guessed were correct.
Oh, that's right.
The fact that it didn't trigger anything when we had 2
So
of
we know
them
that
correct
we know that those are
tells
both
us
wrong,
everything is wrong.
as they are right now.
Yes.
So we may want to flip them back again. Okay, this one has no name.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Charles
So
Minor.
we know disappearance 1 is not minor.
Yeah.
And we didn't actually have a guess down for our strongman.
Yeah. We have him down as just we don't know if.
Yeah.
Which one he is. I think we had everybody in the rest of these sections.
Up until escape.
Okay. Oh, and the other steward. But I was already planning for him. Yeah.
Not. Well, either that or he didn't actually make it to Africa, but.
Well, all the others in that same boat did, so I
Yeah.
think we can safely assume that he probably did as well. And at the end, we've got all of those correct.
Okay.
All right. So, where do you want to go?
Okay. So far, the order of people we have left to identify. Calling 1, Unholy Captives, Soldiers of the Sea 7, Doom 4, 3 people who disappeared in the Doom, and escape disappearances. Yes. I think it might be a good idea to confirm our causes of death in the Doom if we haven't already.
Okay.
For those who have disappeared. Because do we have causes of death down for all of them?
I think we do. Yeah.
Yeah, because blasted with a cannon we saw.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a question of disappearances. Drowned. And our third one. Oh, wait. We only have 2 disappearances left here?
Only 2 disappearances.
Okay,
Yeah.
I had down that it was 3.
Yeah.
Guess we solved one that I didn't notice.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. We know that he's not Charles Minor.
Yeah.
We can take that off.
So let's do this. Take his name off.
Yeah. So
Unknown.
unknown. We just straight up don't know.
Oh, there it is right there. There we go. All right.
I guess we pick one and start backtracking.
All right. Who do you want to go with?
Well, we've tried our strongmen before.
Because they are both 3 triangles, so there's not a whole lot of information to go on either one.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we just go back to the beginning?
We could... Thought.
Yeah.
We have a list of people we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We have a list of places we can go to look for numbers. I do not currently have a list in front of me of how many crew members we have left to identify.
Okay, let's go to the list.
Because if we have those 2 lists right physically in front of me to compare...
All right, so we do not have...
We do kind of have Martin... Yeah, that's something we noticed after the last stream. We don't know how Martin dies, and he's not showing up in any of the disappearance slots.
Yeah, so
Something
his
happens.
we don't know anything about him. We don't know anything about Charles Minor, the bosun's mate.
Bosun's mate, French. He is the Frenchman that the Austrian talks about.
Yeah.
Thought. We know that he is close to the bosun who dies and is Austrian and who gets told that his Frenchman died to the squid.
Yeah.
Is he our strongman?
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Because either it's the person from Doom 4 who gets shot by the cannon, or it's the other person who disappeared in the Zoom, i.e., our strongman, because both of them died to the squid.
Okay, others that are not checked off yet. Zunghee Sathi, the ship steward from India, who we have as alive in Africa, but those names that didn't trigger name wise.
India.
Philip Dahl, Captain Steward, Sweden, unknown.
There was something about Philip. Right, he got chucked in the lazarette.
Yeah.
He's in the same category as Martin. Something happened.
Yeah.
We don't know what. So I'm going to cross his name off because we know who he is.
Davy James.
Fourth mate steward. English. Spiked. Possibly.
All right.
Lee Hong, I'm going to write him down anyway. Because we haven't confirmed with the footwear.
Yeah. We have to just find where he is so we can, in one of the pictures, so we can identify him.
Yeah. Good old Hamadou.
And then Alexander Booth and George Shirley.
Both English and both seamen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we have all of our information in my notes.
Yep.
Seamen.
All right. Now,
Seaman.
what I want to do, let's come back to here. Now, we marked everyone that we knew as being a topman.
Who made it to the Soldiers of the Sea scene.
Yeah, as a topman. I want to go through these pictures here and see who we don't have. So I can make sure we've got on everybody here. Ding, 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 ding.
Because if
ding,
we don't have
ding.
our remaining topmen marked as a topman, then that means they did not survive to make it to soldiers.
All right. Ding. Him we got marked as a seaman.
Yeah, because we just don't know.
Him
We don't have marked at all.
we don't have marked at all. We do. He was shot.
He was shot, but in Doom 4. He's our
Okay.
Doom 4 person.
We know he was drowned.
Yeah.
We got him taken care of, and we
Our
identified all of them.
promotions are all clear.
Now, this is one that we don't have correctly identified. Him we haven't triggered yet because we don't know for sure. Now, execution happened before the attempted stealing of the shell and everything in the boats, right? Or did it?
Yes. It happened in Murder, which is before Calling.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make...
This is the precipitating event because Jack Nichols shoots the guy after he finds the cabinet, and that's what precipitates this. But he waits for things to cool down, and then he kidnaps the Formosan royalty.
Okay, and there's the one we don't have identified. I just want to make sure I was having my time scale correct.
Yeah.
And there's the rest of the Formosan group there. Okay. Which, if we have him correct, it would explain why we don't have any other. Because I think we've got all. Can I do something dumb and stupid?
What do
I
you
want to go back to the Doom where we saw the electrocution. I want to see if we've got all of the topmen that were up there identified at this point.
Yeah. This stream's a bit grindy, but hey, we expected that.
Yeah. Because...
But we've made progress.
Because if my... Let's see. Hang on, I'll just...
Because so far we know that there are at least two people that we really can't identify until we figure out The
Because
what happened in the last one? Want to skip?
yeah, that's what I was trying to do. All right,
Yeah. So you're checking if we have confirmed
him
names.
we've got.
Mama, we've had for a long time.
We've had him. Just got him.
We just got
We
Socks.
just got him.
We've
had him.
Hello, Lewis.
We've got him identified.
We can't get up there.
Yeah. And it's not going to let us go down any further.
Nope.
All right, so all of the top men to that point have been identified. So I think we've got the other guy right.
Yeah.
I think we got the guy in the boats correct.
Yeah. I'm going to mark down T with an arrow pointing to calling one and unholy captives because one of them has to be him, period. No questions asked.
Mm-hmm.
No way around it.
Yeah.
The other topman did not live this long.
Right. All right, so the next one that we have in order is, let's see.
Soldiers of the Sea 7.
Okay.
Who is not Davy James.
All right, so do we... All right.
I think... Wait a minute. Yeah, because Charles Minor, the bosun's mate, we know must be someone who died in the Doom. Because the bosun was told that.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 people who died in the Doom. 2 of whom were disappearances, one of whom we have confirmed is not Minor.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, Charles Minor must either be the guy who got shot by the cannon or our strongman.
Yeah.
So we know that. So I'm going to write down died in Doom.
Now I want to check something.
Because we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people plus 2 that we can't do anything with right now. We are so close.
I don't think we've ever seen him below decks.
You know, we really haven't. Because I want to say that he's a seaman.
Which makes him which would make him...
Because he's not dressed like an officer, though.
Yeah, he's not dressed like an officer at all.
But
he's not dressed like a steward. I doubt he's the bosun's mate because he's not dressed for it.
Because we've tried him as both of those roles, I think, but it's never quite fallen into place.
Yeah.
We could check Doom Section 2 to see what hammocks are up. Because that could tell us whether Booth or Shirley survived this long.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing any numbers that high.
We did see both of them in the Bitter Cold, but that doesn't tell us much. Because Bitter Cold was really early.
All right. Let's see how far... Let's see. When did we lose him? Was this during...
He disappeared during the Doom.
Disappeared during the Doom.
I would like to go back to Doom Part 2 because that's the other scene where we have hammocks and see whether 57 or 59 has disappeared by then.
So he...
So I really should have written down the numbers along with these names.
Hang on. Page back. So, if it's okay with you, I want to come back. Let's go in this scene and we'll keep rolling further back. I want to see every scene that our Circus Strongman has been in.
Okay.
To see if it can help us solidify role. Because
What role he played on the show.
Because I don't think he was a topman at this point.
Yeah, no. He can't be.
No, because we got all the topmen identified.
Yeah.
So
Within
he's got to be
roles.
he's got to be one of the seamen.
Yeah. All we have left right now are 3 seamen, 1 topman who can only be in 2 roles, and 3 officers. 3 officers, 3 seamen, 1 topman.
All right.
That's what we got.
We know he's not going to be the bosun's mate.
No.
let's go back to the. Hang on, I want to go back to the picture here. Who is the other seaman that we?
The other seaman is blacked out in that image.
Let me go back to here.
To the side. Or, no, back up. The guy lying on the ground.
This one or that?
That's the other guy. That's the other guy who died in the Doom. The one next to him is the person who died next to the interpretation.
Right.
Yeah, we don't have anything for any of these guesses.
Yeah. That was George Shirley. We do have Lee Hong, right? And that's Hamadou.
Hamadou Dion.
We finally got him identified.
Yay. So now we're down to Alexander Booth, Davy James, Zungi Sati, and Charles Minor.
All right. Let's go back to the picture again.
Yeah. And can we not just make random guesses? I kind of want to find out.
I know. I was just eliminating things out. So that means we know that this guy...
That guy can only be Davy James, which doesn't make sense because officer. Alex Booth, which makes sense because seaman.
Right.
And I think that was actually one of our early guesses.
Yeah.
Although I don't remember the logic.
So he's got to be that.
He's got to be Booth. All right. Now, we know the only other... Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Because that means the only other person...
So who do we have left to identify?
Minor, Sati, and Davy James.
Okay.
But that doesn't make any sense because we've already eliminated the only other person who could be Minor. Unless I'm misremembering when Minor's supposed to have died.
We don't know for sure when he died. I don't think.
We need to go to the bosun's death scene. It should be the first in... Because I remember in the bosun's death scene, he asks for his Frenchman and is told that he died.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was during the Doom.
Okay, well, let's find out. We want the bosun, right?
Yes.
Alfred.
Should be first seen in the mutiny.
Okay.
The escape.
Okay. Hang on. I keep hitting the wrong buttons here. Here?
I think so. Bosun. Conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Where is my Frenchman? Your mate was torn apart.
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
Unless we have the method of death wrong, and that's what
That
had
might be what's
disappearance
going on.
marked as not minor.
And that might be what we have going wrong here. So, all right.
Because we had him marked as drowned, but if he wasn't drowned, then...
Maybe he was torn apart.
So let's mark him as torn apart.
All right.
4 people. We're down to 4 people. We are so close.
All right.
So, back to the Doom.
All right. So, I go back to Doom here.
Yeah. And page forward to disappearances. Yeah. We had him marked as drowned by a terrible beast.
So
when we had him marked as minor. So he's not drowned, he was torn apart.
Maybe he was torn apart.
Keep going down. Torn apart.
There it is.
Okay.
All right.
So
we think we've got 2 correct again, right?
Yeah.
With the seaman and this guy.
So what is left is... Okay. The disappearance in escape. That means he can only be Zungi Sati, who we know he isn't, or Davy James.
Mm-hmm. All right. Shall we try moving them back around? Because We don't know if we had them correct on any other times.
Yeah. Because if we mark him as Davy James and it says no, then we've got something else wrong. Because he's dressed as a steward. It makes sense for him to be a steward. Okay, then did he not make it somehow?
Again, wrong button. All right. Well, the thing is, they're all alive in Africa, right? Why would one not make it to Africa and the other three make it?
Can we go back to the scene to confirm that? Because we've
Sure.
just eliminated both possibilities for his identity.
Mm-hmm.
And that can't be right.
We don't have him
We
listed.
don't have him marked down right now.
Everything for him.
Yeah.
We don't have anything for Davy Jones, Davy James.
Yeah.
And we don't have anything for Alexander Booth.
Unless our strong man is... But no, he's not dressed for it. Ugh.
Yeah.
We're looping in circles.
Yeah. All right. So what scene do you want to go to?
I want to confirm whether he was actually on the boat when it cast off.
Okay, that's good. Let's double check it. So we need to go to...
Because we know for a fact that he is not Zungi and alive.
So escape.
And it seems like he can't be Davy James and alive.
Mm-hmm.
So what's giving?
All right, so we want to do the last scene here then?
Yeah.
So this will be...
Is he or is he not on the boat?
Where is this slut hat? Okay. Gun deck.
In the midshipman's cabin.
Midshipman. All right.
All right, this is the scene that bobs back and forth a bit.
Yeah.
Because between mutiny and escape.
Yeah.
Because for all we know, the women and the doctor managed to get away and he was left behind.
Am I on the right level?
Yeah, I think you were. We're looking for the one with the knife and the blood in front of it, I think. Can we see where we're currently standing on the map?
Yeah.
We are a level 2 low.
Oh. Yeah,
It is on the
we
down
went
bed.
down too far.
Stuff happens. I kind of hope it's not making us get all 4 of these right at once, but at the same time it makes sense.
Yeah, that would make sense too. Here we go.
There you are.
Okay, fine. Now we're within reach. Here, right?
Yep.
All right.
This is the guy who couldn't save Pete,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not looking for him. Did he get away or not?
Oh no, you're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back to save him.
Back to save
You tell her
you
yourself.
tell her yourself.
Brennan, bring the
Bring the
surgeon's
surgeon's
kit.
kit.
Oh, wrong button. All right. We need to go up the stairs.
Can we? Dang it, Lewis! We can't get up. We
We
can't.
may have to do the scene earlier.
Yeah.
Intentionally blocking our path. Ah. Alright, we'll do the scene before.
I mean, it kind of makes sense so far as focusing us in our initial run through of this is concerned. But in the moment, it's kind of frustrating.
Alright,
Uh,
the clubbing.
so we're right there.
Yeah, we're there.
So we want the one with his head intact.
The one that still has his head, yeah. We'll cut through. Pardon us, we'd like to get through, sir.
Wild and crazy theory. Can we check who was present with the book?
Yeah.
On the wild off chance that he pops up.
Nope, there he is right there.
Okay.
Alright, so we need to go back yet another.
So we need to go back to the guy who does not currently have his head.
Alright.
Spiffy hat, though.
Alright, the one who loses his head over the situation.
Please let us get upstairs. Please let us get upstairs. Please let us get upstairs already. The stairs are clear! Who's throwing him overboard?
Alright, hold on.
He's not here.
He's not in this one either. Alright, we gotta keep moving forward in
who's
time.
chucking him overboard?
Oh,
There. Well, we're moving earlier. And it happens to be the one we need.
okay, cool.
Let them go.
Wasn't what I was aiming for, but we'll take.
There's the mom and the surgeon. He's climbing back up.
That's him. Alright, dumb and stupid question. Is he climbing up or climbing down?
Move a scene earlier.
Because I'm wondering.
I don't think he actually got off the ship. I think he didn't make it off the ship. I don't know how he died, but... Which is weird.
Alright, so.
Part 2, 12 others present.
Which means we go back up here.
Yeah. So what happened to you?
This one. Alright, dumb and we may just need to bookmark him and see where he ends.
Yeah, because it doesn't...
Move quick.
Because he disappears in this scene. We know that. But what the heck happens if... Is this...
There he is right there.
So he's climbing up. He doesn't make it off the ship.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens?
Alright. Well, we're gonna have to do some work here. And this might be what's throwing us off. That's bookmarking.
We know that he can't
All right.
make it off the ship then. So we've got his identity.
Alright.
Or do we?
This is his last time he's seen is here.
Climbing back on board the ship. Okay, literally the only thing I can think of. A while back when we were reviewing this, trying to bot back and forth to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
You were listening into the sounds going on in the background of those scenes.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't pick up that they were even there. Will that give us any clues
It's possible.
as to what's going on above deck? Because if there's another gunshot or something. Because I can't think of anything else.
Alright. So,
Because we have eliminated every possibility in which he gets off this boat alive.
Mm-hmm.
because he's climbing back up onto the boat.
All right. The only names that are left are that one
And that one.
and that one. And technically Alexander Booth.
Yeah. So do
But
we
he's
wanna-
not dressed as a seaman. He's dressed as a steward.
Do we want to put this guy on hold and try to confirm the other guy?
Yeah.
Because we have decent reasons for guessing Alexander Booth and for guessing who's the other guy, Minor.
All right. So let us. All
That'd
right.
be the person who dies in Soldiers of the Sea 7.
All right. Let's go to the book. And hone in on him.
Yeah. Because we know he dies in Soldiers of the Sea 7.
All right. So we've got him bookmarked.
So just,
All right.
I
You
feel
want to
like
go all the
we're-
way to the end on him? See where he ends?
Well, we can either start at the end or we can start at the beginning, and either one's going to get us pretty much the same kind of response.
All right. Let's start at the end here.
They make for the lazarette. I
Yeah.
may?
Go ahead.
Okay, so that's not going to tell us anything super useful. So that's the guy who...
All right.
So he's the guy who got spiked and got hidden behind the wall
Right.
because he was trying to survive and failed because awful luck. This just setting foot on this ship is awful luck.
All right. I'm trying to remember.
Unless you're Miss Jane Bird. Or the other lady. Or the surgeon. Because apparently no one else survives. We know that we got his fate right.
Okay. Who's that?
Minor.
Minor.
We can argue swapping that out for the strong man, but the outfits don't really bear it out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're one clue away from breaking this.
Yeah. There's something we're missing, and I can't see it. All right. Where are we going to go again?
Well, we're looking for Soldiers of the Sea, which is Port Walk.
All right.
Number 7.
All right. So.
He's hidden in the Port Walk because he's the guy who crawled up.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, his death scene's not going to show us much, is it? Because we're trapped behind the wall.
Maybe there was something else in the scene that we didn't see. Oh, I need to go down another level, though.
Uh-huh. Because this is where all the crab spiking happens.
Yeah.
Poor fella. And nobody ever found him.
Yep.
They had plenty of time to deal with his body, but nobody ever
All right.
found him.
Let's listen carefully.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
Okay. And I don't think he speaks at all.
He doesn't.
During that.
Unless he says something early. In an earlier scene.
Okay. Just confirming that we have it right. I'm not taking anything for granted at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
I think the only other thing we can do is keep tracing him back, because our strong man's here as well.
Yeah. I want to see. Let's see if we can find. But it won't let us.
It won't let us, so we have to look through the peepholes if we want to find anything else. Blocked by bed. Blocked by bed. Don't see him. There he is. Right in the middle of it,
Yeah.
I think.
Yep, that's probably him right there. Okay.
Something's got to break.
Yeah,
Or maybe it is making us get all 4 of them.
it might be.
So, okay, currently our best guess is that we have Minor correct, we have Alex Booth correct, that we have Davy James making it off alive somehow, and that's the guy at the end. Do we have this guy marked down as Zungi Sathi right now? No, we don't. Okay.
Okay, so
Do we want to try that and see if it'll give us all 4 at once? Okay, do we have all 4 of them marked down?
let's take a look.
Or are any of them marked as unknown?
All right, let's go back to the book here. So,
Because if it gives us... Because there are 2 ways it could do this. It could do it as 2 and 2, in which case we should have broken something by now.
right.
Or it's making us do all 4 at once.
Okay.
Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it.
All right. Now, Parrot and Doll, those ones aren't accounted for because of the thing with the
Because of the
lazarette.
lazarette.
So we're down to these 4.
Yeah. And it makes sense for that guy to be Zungi Sati because everyone else is either... Or the other guy to be Zungi. I guess either of them could be by ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it.
Or
he's dead, but we don't have any clue how he dies.
yeah,
And that's what's getting me.
I think we got his destination right.
Yeah, we did. If he's alive, he's in Africa.
Yeah.
We don't have any information.
All right.
Contrary.
All right, if I try something weird.
Try something crazy. He can't be Charles Minor. Charles Minor dies in Doom.
Oh, that's right.
Unless he's Alexander Booth, but... Actually, that's a thought. Are any of the hammocks... No, all of the hammocks are down by this point.
Yeah.
All of them.
All right, I'm gonna get us to the big picture here. The ones that we have left
Are our strongmen,
him,
our escapist,
him,
our spiked.
and who's the other one?
The other one is
Him.
him. Could he be Sathi?
Could be.
'Cause I mean, why not?
All right, so
Because if he's Sathi, which his complexion would suggest not European, then that would mean that our strongman has to be Charles Minor, who was torn apart.
yeah. All right, so all right.
Because that's the only person who dies in Doom. And he would be torn apart by this logic. Meaning that Sathi was drowned.
And then hang on.
And then he would be drowned. that is the case, then who is Davy James and who is Alex Booth?
Yeah.
It has to be between the guy who got spiked in the hallway and our escapist.
Yeah.
We know that our escapist is not Zungi.
Alright. And none of those triggered anything either.
Dang it.
Hmm.
I wish I knew whether it was triggering all 4 or triggering 2.
Yeah. Well, the pattern's been triggering 3.
But that can't hold.
Yeah.
Well, it's 9:30. It's getting late anyway.
Yeah. So we may go ahead and call it here. Alright.
Should I see if I can research whether it triggers 2 or 4? See if I can do that without spoilers?
If you can do it without spoilers, yeah.
Yeah,
we
because
may
it's
go
not
ahead
like
and do
everyone's
that.
going to have the same last people.
Yeah.
Okay. Just don't know.
Alright. Did we see how this guy died?
No. We saw him struggling with a tentacle with a sword in it. And that's the last we see of him.
Oh, he was inside a tentacle.
He was holding onto a tentacle, struggling with it. Because whoever Charles Minor is, he was torn apart judging by the dialogue we got
Okay,
about the
that's
Frenchman.
right. He was torn, because we know he was torn apart.
Basically, we know everything about Charles Minor except what his face looks like.
Alright, so... Hang on.
He can't be Minor because
We
he
know
lives
that
too
wasn't
long.
him. We
He
know
can't
he
be
was
Minor because he's
spiked.
dead too early. I don't remember what our last sight of him is.
Of who? This guy?
This guy.
Let's find out.
Bookmark. Admittedly kind of flustered. We're so dang close to breaking everything open. But we can't.
Alright, so...
Our last sight of him is Maba.
Alright, so let's go find Maba.
Top deck.
Is this him here?
Yep. That's the guy.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Because I thought we saw him...
Was he in the boat? Was he one of the guys in that boat?
Yeah. There they are. That's what I was trying to find.
Then he can't be Minor. They drowned.
Yeah.
We have confirmation from the other 2 people in the boat that they
Alright,
drowned.
so we know...
So our strongman has to be Minor?
Alright, let's go back to our pictures here.
So our strongman has to be Minor.
So we know he drowns.
We know he drowns. We know he drowned, so he can't be Minor, so this guy has to be Minor.
Right.
Which means he was torn apart, and we have everything right for him.
Okay.
Okay. The other guy who dies in Doom could, in theory, be any of our 3 people.
Yeah.
He could be our seaman. He could be our steward. Probably not the stewards, but maybe
Well, he's up here
With
partying
this-
with the regular.
with the regulars. So let's mark him as Booth. I mean, he's supposed to be English, but it's worth a shot at this point. We did it!
I think we got it.
2 more fates.
Two
correct.
more. Who do we got? That means it's just a matter of, okay, he's Alexander Booth,
He is minor.
and that's Mr. Minor. So that means all we have left are our 2 stewards.
We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. We've got it. We've got this. We've got this.
All right.
We got it.
Now, that means
Okay, cross off Charles Minor and Alexander Booth. We're down to J.B. James and Zungi Sati.
which means,
And the person who died in Soldier 7 is not Davy James because we confirmed it with the Topman.
yeah. All right, so now where do I want to go?
Go to the book. We have everything we need.
Okay.
Soldier 7 is not Davy James because we tested this. Therefore, the person who died spiked in Soldier 7 standing on the stairs is Zungi Sati. And the person who disappears in the escape is not Zungi. Therefore, turns out he's Davy James.
It has to be.
But that means he doesn't escape. We don't know how he died.
So that means something else happened to him.
So we just...
We know he was spiked.
Yeah. So it's a method of death question. How did he die? He died. He does not make it off the ship.
Yeah. Okay. What was the last scene that we thought we saw him in?
He was climbing back onto the boat.
Right.
What'd he do? Fall overboard? You know what? At this point, it's worth a shot. Did he fall overboard? Because something happened. Wasn't there an option for fell?
Hmm?
Instead of drowned, is there an option for fell? Because I thought I saw one. Okay, guess not. So maybe we do have to listen for sounds.
All right. So let's go back.
We are so freaking close.
We're so close.
I don't want to end this without getting it.
No, we're this close.
And then in our next stream, we can go
Then
through
we'll
the book scene by scene to lay out the story for everybody.
well, and then we can
And then leave the boat.
then we leave
and
the boat
conclude.
and start in on the next section. All right.
How did you die? It's got to be hidden in the sound cues.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to look at.
All right. All right. Let's do this way. We know he's in
Here,
this
he's
one.
here. And now
We
we're
know
listening
he's
for
in that
sound.
one.
Thanks, Gondlar, for the congrats.
Hey, thanks, Gondlar. Yeah, this has been a challenge. Okay, he is not pictured in that one,
But he can be heard. Hopefully.
perhaps. All right, let's go back one. So that would be this guy here.
Let them go.
Then the
Okay.
next one would be the guy getting his head blown off.
So we need to go to the scene with the guy getting his head blown off.
You want to go there first?
Yep.
Okay.
May as well move forward.
All right.
Because the only other possibility is that somebody is brandishing a weapon at some point and about to attack him. And that's how he dies, and we just don't
Yeah.
see it. Wait a minute.
But we've not seen his body.
We've not seen his body.
But something happened to him.
Something happened.
Oh, too far.
And by the time we get to see back up there again, they're shoving the body of the other guy overboard.
Mm-hmm. All right. Am I on the wrong level?
I thought the one below this was the right level for this. No, this is this is the level.
Yeah, this is the right level.
Because crap, we need head blown off.
All right. I'm going to get both ears going here.
Okay.
We need to look out windows, too.
Captain Cannon. You have a plan?
Yes. We take ship and sail east. Trade treasure fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Bastard.
There was a vicious cry.
Yeah.
There was a shout in the background, and this happens after everyone else is dead. Somebody attacked him. The question is, who had weapons? The boat's gone. We know who that body is. Okay, what's the captain doing?
Okay, we do not have a view of them at this point. They're long gone.
Okay, does the captain still have his gun out, or has he put it away by now? Okay, so captain didn't shoot him.
He's still got it out,
But he's not in a position to.
but it's been fired. Or at least it's not cocked.
Well, he fired it up in the air earlier, I think.
Yeah. Alright, we need to go to the one before. See if we can figure something out.
Yeah. Because the only person up there who could have gotten him at this point is the dude who's throwing the body overboard.
Mm-hmm.
Who's throwing the body overboard? And I'm also thinking blood trails at this point. Lewis. So Lewis is close enough to have done something, and he has a knife on him perpetually. They're trying to ID the body. I don't think it's gonna let.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. The last Russian. Alright. Alright.
I think the only person who could have gotten there to kill him was Lewis.
Yeah.
I don't know why he would have. But.
Alright. Alright. Leave this scene.
I guess.
Unless. I can't see anything out those windows either. Okay. Seen before?
Yeah. It's just. There aren't any clues to how he died.
Yeah.
And that's bugging me.
There's no clues that he died.
He just vanished. He vanished into thin air.
Unless he's somewhere else other than Africa. He went somewhere that the other people didn't.
But the only clue we got to Africa was the fact that the first letter we ever got said Morocco.
Let them go!
We don't have any other clues.
There he is there.
Climbing up. Who's in position to have killed him?
And that is one of those guns that you have. It's a muzzle load.
Is his gun cocked? I can't tell at this angle.
It's fired because he shot him.
No, he didn't. That was Emily Jackson.
Oh, that's right. Emily Jackson did
She
the shot.
So is his gun fired or is it ready to fire?
Looks like it's ready to fire.
We have our murder weapon. That is the only thing, because you specifically observed that it was not cocked in the next scene.
Yeah. Well, it was. Yeah, it wasn't cocked there, and
it's cocked here. The captain shot him.
All right, let me get another angle here at the gun.
Except we didn't hear a gunshot.
We didn't hear a gunshot.
It's our best move.
Okay. It's same position as it was before. It gave him its triggered, activated by the trigger pull as well. But we can go ahead and try it.
Okay, because who else is in position to have possibly killed him? Do either of them have guns? No.
No.
Lewis Walker gets over there eventually, but does he even have a knife on him right now?
Yeah.
Because if the captain shoots him from this angle, except there's the post in the way, kind of.
Yeah.
If the captain did shoot him, where would the body land? Flying right off the ship where we couldn't see him.
Yeah.
That's the only weapon that could have killed him in the time we have. I think. Anybody watching has any ideas?
All right, shot, gun.
Nope.
Nope. All right, so that wasn't it.
I mean, we haven't had the chance to use suicide as an option. I don't know. We either try destinations or we try death methods, because I can't see
Maybe he went
anything.
somewhere else.
Except that there was that shout in the other scene. That's not matching.
Morocco is close to Spain, yeah. Because everyone else went to Africa.
Yeah. Did he go to Europe?
All right, dumb, stupid question. I'm trying to remember. England. Okay.
He's English.
Let's get back. I want to go back to the book.
Tab.
Let's go back to. I want to take a look at when all this is going on. This is where. Hang on.
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. Let's get to the beginning of the chapter for where we're at here.
We are close to the Canary Islands.
Coast Canary Islands, Azores. The rest of them went to Africa. He might have gone to Spain.
So we have Canary Islands, Azores, and Europe. We try those three.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we have to assume he's dead. Nope. Azores? I mean, if we wanted, we could just go through every single one of these options to confirm he's dead.
Alive. Did he make it back to the United Kingdom?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Did he go to?
Just Europe.
There we go. Europe.
Okay. Let's just go through the remaining options for alive and confirm the dude's dead. Africa, we've tried multiple times.
An Atlantic island.
Wait, have we tried Africa in combination with Davy James?
Let's try it, just to be safe.
Dumb and stupid question. Okay. That answers that.
Alive. We did the Azores. Let's make sure.
Okay. Did we do the
Alive.
Atlantic Island option?
Canary. Yeah, we just did that.
Okay.
Alive. Cape Verde.
Because I think the guy's dead, but we just don't know how.
No. Alive. East Indies. We know that's not right, but let's just do a matter of elimination. Europe.
Middle East and West Indies. He's dead.
So he's got to be dead then.
He's dead.
But how?
We could continue listening for sound clips, but... We know that corpses don't count as present beings.
Right.
So the fact that he's not pinging as present doesn't mean that he's not visible.
Mhm.
Maybe we have to go to a later scene and we'll see him falling overboard or something?
Maybe.
Except we know he didn't fall overboard because we've tried that. Expired from old age. Not quite.
No, we don't know.
Only person who's close by the end of it is Lewis. From the top man. Down one. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
We're
Yeah.
throwing darts. Because we don't have anything.
No. Hmm.
Should we go to the next scene and listen for audio cues? Because I think the shout we heard in this scene might be the guy who got stabbed through the chest with a sword,
Okay.
depending
so-
on how the timing works. Because he's okay here.
I was just double checking to make sure which scene it was.
Yeah.
So back downstairs.
Yeah. They don't let us find out. There's gotta
Okay.
be something. There's gotta be.
Unless there's something that we can see from the scene after this one,
Yeah.
where he gets clubbed. Maybe we can see something.
Captain Cannon.
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship southeast. Trade rich position shells for gold. Hey, Lieutenant.
Sword.
Mutiny!
Yeah.
Mutiny! Bastard!
All right. I heard it that time.
Yeah. That earlier shout, I think, was the guy with the sword.
Yeah.
And by now, he's already gone. Can we look up? Is he in the rigging or something? No, because then he would count as present.
It would count as present.
He just up and disappears.
Yeah.
What the heck? I'm sincerely tempted to try cheating in this one because I just don't see anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Nothing.
All right.
Dumb question. Are you sure you have the other one correct? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking myself. If all else fails, let's look at let's go for the obvious here. All right.
Zungi Sati. We know the identities are correct because we confirmed that escapist is not Zungi.
All the others went to Africa.
Yeah. Except we already confirmed that this combination is incorrect with the Chinese Topman trial.
Yeah. I just wanted to reconfirm. Yeah, it was a good question, Gondlar. Gondlar. Hmm.
Gotta be cause of death because he was climbing.
It's
back
got to be
onto
his.
the
We
ship.
know we got the cause of death of the other one correct.
Can we
right?
scan through dialogue for the rest of the escape scene?
Sure.
Because maybe there's something we've just missed.
Yeah.
Because they're throwing bodies overboard and he just vanishes. What the heck?
All right, let's get through the quick way. Escape, right?
Yes. Okay. Squid's gone. First like that doesn't live for nothing. Okay, no hints. He'll not take the last boat. Okay, that doesn't help. The one that we've gone over a couple times, just the captain saying, let him go.
Mm-hmm.
No. And at this point, the clubbing starts.
Yeah.
By then, our man has already disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the last dialogue say? No. I don't see it.
Hey, they got 3 arrows on him for a reason, so.
Yeah. Down to 2 people. It's just cause of death. He has to be Davy James.
That face could be Indian or it could be red.
How did you die?
That's got to be Davy Jones because he's standing next to the 4th mate.
Makes sense. It's just a question of manner.
It doesn't matter what happened to him.
And we don't have any information.
We don't have any information. I don't think we can go any further until we go into the getting off the ship. At this point.
Except I think we're supposed to because that thing at the back of the book, it's gave us 2 at a time. If we couldn't get him, then it would have given us 3. I think all we can do is just start guessing. And I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
But that's all I think we can do is just guess methods
Let
of
me
death.
get us out of this.
What makes you so sure the guy in the back was spiked?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Let's double check. Next level down, right?
Okay. Please let it be something as simple as he wasn't actually spiked.
Yeah.
Please let it be that simple.
Yeah, it's this level.
Yeah.
All right. We know he was down here.
He was in behind the walls.
There's where the flies are.
Yeah.
I don't see any spikes there.
Which is an excellent point. Because I don't think the carpenters survived that long. We had to go back around to the side.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to look again for more spikes.
So that's right, he bled out. He was dripping blood this entire way.
Yeah, see?
And
Alright.
there's no spike resting in the hall. Good catch, Gondlar.
Yeah. Yeah, if all else fails, if it's not the... Sometimes the stuff that you think is totally obvious isn't. Alright.
Okay. Turn around. There's blood.
He was shot.
He was shot!
He was shot.
Now we just have to see who shot him. Dad, we need to know who shot him. Don't leave yet.
I know. I was double checking something here. Okay, let's get back to the windows here.
Can't see. That's it. That's what's holding us.
Could be him right there.
Okay, can we get a better look? So guy with top hat is aiming, maybe?
Angle might be right. Let's go down to the next window, see if it could be somebody else.
Yeah, no, the angle's wrong.
So who else has a gun?
Wait, go back, turn. There's a path right there.
Yeah,
leading back
there
from
it
the
is right
crowd.
there.
Whoever is standing there. We don't have a good angle on him here.
So we need to go back to the next scene.
So we need to move to the next window and see if we can... I think that... Is that Alec? Is that Minor?
That's Minor.
That's Minor.
Yeah.
He was shot by Minor. Please, 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 please,
Come
please,
on, let's
please,
get
please,
back
please,
here.
please, please.
Gun.
Bye.
It was Charles Minor, right?
We think so?
Gondolar!
Thank you. Thank you. We have it. We have it.
We've got everybody.
Everybody that we can. And that completes that card. There is nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn.
We've completed that section. Thanks, Gondolar, for your help.
Thank you.
It had to be something obvious that we had wrong. And we were focusing on the wrong guy,
We were on the wrong guy.
which often happens.
All right.
With that, we will go ahead and bring this episode of
Panic Deductions and making mistakes and fixing mistakes and having a lot of fun with it
at
to
the
a
same
close.
time. So we're going to bring the Emporium here to a close tonight. We'll be back here next week, and we will open up the chapter of what happens when we get off the boat. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching Gondolar. Anyone else who might be catching this on VOD over the next few days, I'm hoping to start uploading our videos here to YouTube as well. So if you're watching through there, thank you for staying with us as well for this adventure. And then the rest of the time, I will not be doing Grappler's Keep this coming Saturday, as I will be out of town in Indianapolis at Gen Con, having some fun meeting up with people then, hopefully seeing some old friends and maybe making new friends along the way. I don't think I'll be doing any Skyrim this week. I'm thinking about scrapping the one I'm doing right now, the adventure with Eric Rosine and the Four Horsemen. I'm kind of blawed out with that one. So what I'm thinking about doing is creating a whole new character and starting a completionist saga with him. So next time I do Skyrim, whether it's this week or next week, that's what I will probably be doing. And then you'll catch us here next Monday, same time, and hopefully maybe we'll be able to solve the whole thing next week.
Yeah. What the heck happened in the lazarette?
And
Who
that'll
made
be the question that we will seek to find out. So, until next time, may green be the grass below you, may blue be the sky above you, may straight be the path before you, and warm be the hearts that love you. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
This has been a Diet Water production. Let's do a quick grade here.
We got it.
All right. Who is Lindy on? Oh, let's go raid Meji. My new Elder Scroll fan Meji here.